again. I'm Christina with Jai Bhakti Yoga Foundation, and for those of you that have not yet subscribed to Jai Bhakti Yoga Foundation's YouTube channel, please do so as you begin this class, or make sure that you do so after class so you can continue to receive a lot of the other practices that we offer throughout the community and the world. So to begin, what you're going to need is just your yoga mat, and if you have any blocks or any props or anything else that you'd like to bring into your personal practice, that's for you. Please go ahead and grab those at this time. This is a power yoga class. We're going to move at a pretty spirited pace. We move the prana up out of the body. This class is a little bit more athletic, so it's not very modified for those of you that are used to my more modified practices or modified flows. This class is intended to be a little bit more spirited, to really get the body moving and flowing, as it is more, I like to say, best power yoga. We really invigorate a lot of the energy that we have inside of us. So to begin, let's find ourselves standing at the top of our mat, and go ahead and take about a good nice hips distance apart here, toes forward, heels back, creating the number 11. Hips square, pubic bone slightly tucks under here. Roll the shoulders back and down, lift up through the lower belly. There's a lot going on in just standing pose. Reach the fingers down by your side, spread the fingers out nice and wide. Good, and then take 5 deep breaths in and out through the mouth. In and out through the mouth. Deep breath in. Out through the mouth. Now this next 2 times that we're breathing here, you want to fill the belly up nice and big like a balloon. Chest expands. And then as you exhale, you want to pull the belly button in and follow this breath down as though you're just watching it go down from the throat, contracting the abdominals. Again. More advanced students, you're used to this breath known as Ujjayi breathing. Setting an intention. Working through our 3rd chakra here. We're working through Manipura chakra, which is our energy center, the center of fire. The same fire that burns, also purifies. Inhale, arms up. Bend the knees, forward fold, exhale. Stomach touches the thighs, tuck the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Pushing actively into the heels, look forward, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Spin the inner thighs back, zip up through the lower belly, lengthen the spine forward, exhale, fold. Hollowing out the belly. Again, inhale, halfway lift. You can have your hands coming back behind your thighs, really pull your crown forward, draw your lower belly up and in. You want to create a cave. This is your Manipura chakra, so at the end of your exhale, hold your belly up and in. Next breath, forward fold. Inhale, come to standing, reach the arms up. Reach for opposite elbows, and on your next breath, tick-tock over to the right. Push actively through the left foot. Inhale through center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Let's ground the palms and make our way to downward facing dog. Begin to walk your dog, paddle your feet. Connecting to your breath. Every breath connects to emotion. And I really would like for you guys to take some time to discover what the transitions are. So you're not blowing through the poses, but I really want you to engage your musculature to create a very somatic and fascial myofascial release type of expression. So you're breaking up the conditioned patterns that we've been used to growing up with through our lives in this particular practice and those going forward. Inhale, plank pose. Core strong. Alternate here onto fist or forearms. Option to take the knees down, keep strong, crown forward, heels back, thighs active. You have 5. If you want added intensity, lift the left foot up an inch, maybe 2. You'll lower that foot down, inhale the right. Core is active, lace the ribs together like a corset. push the earth away from you. Push your heart up through your spine. Take three-legged downward facing dog. On the exhale, right leg lifts high to the sky. Right foot forward between the hands. Help your buddy out. Keep the left knee lifted. Look forward. Lunge. Fullness of breath. Right hip back, left hip forward. Left hand down, right arm lifts, coming into twist. Heart to the sun. Notice the sound of your breath. Let it stay fluid. Exhale, hand down to the earth. Step back. Find downward facing dog. And inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lift the left leg. Inhale. Exhale, three-legged downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward between the hands. Help your buddy out, knee ankle alignment. Long lengthening here, nice long lunge. Press actively through your back heel, engage your thigh muscles. Draw your chest forward. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Hips begin to lower. 1 more. Right hand down, left arm begins to sweep open. Open up the heart to the sun, press actively through your back heel. Exhale, release the left hand back down, push back, downward facing dog. Take 3, 2, and 1. And we're gonna inhale, walk, step, or hop our way to the top of our mat and find forward fold. Bending the knees ever so slightly here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to standing. Opposite elbows, reach for the one that doesn't feel so natural. Draw the lower ribs up and in. Root through the feet, lift the chest, kind of a back bend at the top. Bend the knees, chair pose. Hips go back, knees behind the toes. Manipura chakra draws up and in. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha are engaged. If you don't know what that is, you can come to my teacher training. 2 more. 1 more. Hands down, exhale, forward fold, keeping the knees bent. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left leg back. Spin the left foot down. Heel arch alignment, sweep up, warrior 2. A couple of breaths here. So you're holding space, not the breath. Hearing the sound of your breath like a wave in the ocean flowing over you. And then please straighten the front leg. Slide the right hip under the left as you reach forward. And then release the right hand towards your shin or towards your thigh as you simply lift the left arm up, coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Please draw the right hip forward more and the left hip back, opening up your heart a little bit more. If this is a little intense, you can take the left hand to your hip. If you want more intensity, lift the right arm up. Bend the right knee, float the right hand down to the ground or to your thigh. Extended side angle, reach that left arm up and over. You can walk the left hip back a little bit more, lower the hips down. Pretty. And then we're going to inhale and pull our way all the way back up. And then float all the way up into flying warrior. And we're gonna take warrior 2 to the other side. Nice. Gazing over those beautiful fingers, pulling everything up and in. Connecting to breath, strong legs. And then very kindly begin to straighten that front leg. And slide the left hip under, reach, 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 reach. And then release the left hand down, right arm lifts. Left hip forward, right hip back. Holding space, not the breath. And then from this space, we're going to bend the knee, float that left hand down to the ground, right arm overhead, coming into our Utthita Parshvakonasana. Activate the right leg, lift the inner arch. And use that left arm to push that knee away from you, or use it as a guide. Let's float all the way back up. Warrior 2. Inhale, the arms lift, palms touch, straighten the left leg. Toes out, heels in, goddess pose, elbows bend, palms up. Pubic bone draws forward, draws up into the belly button. Couple of breaths. And on your next breath, exhale, forward fold over the wide legs. Turn the toes in, heels out. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk all the way over to the right. And let's go ahead and turn, high lunge. Step the right foot to meet the left, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, inhale, right knee, right shoulder on your next breath. Come forward, sustain. Take 3. Nice strong breath. Strong tummy. Release the right leg back. 3-legged downward facing dog. 2. And 1. Sweep the leg down towards the earth. On your next breath, inhale, plank pose. Lift the left foot and reach back towards the sky. Inhale, knee to shoulder, and hang out here for 3. Nice strong tummy muscles for 2. And 1. 3-legged downward facing dog, release. And all the way to downward facing dog, release the foot. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Hands down by your sides, forehead touches the earth. You can roll your forehead from side to side. You can turn your cheek, or you can rest your chin, your choice. Take 3 breaths here, melting completely into the mat. Inhaling into your back body, take the arms out by your sides into a T. Bend the elbows, create kind of a cactus arms. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Better yet, if you have a block, place it there and squeeze the block. Inhale, pubic bone presses into the earth, lift the upper body. On your next breath, lateral extension over to the left. Breathing here for 3. Inhale, center. And exhale over to the right. Exhale, release the arms back and down. Release the forehead, turn your head. Bend the knees. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Come back to center, inhale. Arms out in front of you. Inhale, right arm lifts, left leg lifts. Draw the lower belly up and in, belly button off of the mat. Exhale, release. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Really activate your back body muscles. Next, exhale, release. Inhale, both arms up, both legs lift. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up the arms and the legs and then bring them back towards one another. And extend. And bring back in. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw in. Last one. And draw in. Press the hands down by the chest. Lift up for cobra pose. Exhale, coming into child's pose. Take 3. Move around here. And then coming up, inhale, walk yourself over to the left for a moment. Get a stretch. And inhale, let's come back to center. Exhale over to the right. And let's come back to center. Inhale, all fours. Make this comfortable for your knees. And on your next breath, extend the right arm and extend the left leg. Couple breaths here. Keep that left leg lifted, right hand down. And then just spin that left foot down, kind of like in a side plank here, and then lift that left arm up. Right. Now, what you can do is take the right leg behind you if you wish. For more challenge, you're gonna keep the foot right where it was. From this space, we're gonna take that left arm forward. We're gonna lift the left leg. Deep breath. In option 1, we're going to hang out here. In option 2, the next 4 breaths that we have, you're going to have your left leg and your left hand meet, and then you're going to extend. Inhale, and exhale. And then from here, you're going to bend the knee, reach back for your hand with your foot with your hand, and lift your chest. And then release your foot. Kindly float your hand back down and turn. Draw your knee in. Extend the right leg. Lift that left arm. And then exhale that left hand down. You're going to spin the right foot down to the earth. Here's the back view, and reach the right arm up. You have the option to stay right here. You have the option to take the leg back behind you like a kickstand, and reach the right arm overhead. You can stay here or lift, or you can draw the knee, the foot and the hand to meet. Next 3 breaths. And then slowly we're going to release that hand down. Take the right foot forward between the hands. Lunge, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, twist. Exhale to the right. Left elbow outside right knee. I'll turn towards the camera, starting with you guys. Left elbow outside the right knee, palms together. Push down, look up. You can take the arms open, you can tuck the back toes and extend. And just allow yourself to melt here in the space. Another option, coming into your bind. Taking arm balance, palms down, look forward. Balance the weight on the back of the elbows or back of the biceps and extend the legs out nice and long. A couple of options. When you're done, so take your time, but when you are done, so just listen to the words, you're going to slowly make your way out of the pose the way that you came in. And then you're going to slowly come back to center so you're not hurting your spine. Hands to the inside of your right foot, walk the right foot out. You're going to come into lizard stretch. Walk the left knee back and go as low as you can. That's comfortable for you. Some of you have your knee swaying out. That's cool. I would prefer you keep your knee in and draw your forearms down to the mat. Now on your next breath, we're going to inhale, come up. Tuck the left toes, extend the right leg back. Three-legged downward dog. And release the foot down. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Starting backwards here, take the left foot forward, lizard stretch. Releasing fully into the support here of your mat. Letting your knee touch your shoulder. Resting here. Breathing. Softening. Slowly begin to make our way up. Walk your back knee in slightly so that your ankle and knee are still parallel to one another on the left. Come up, you can press your hands into your thighs. Inhale, reach the arms up. Draw the hands to heart, twist to the left. Take the elbow outside of its buddy. Twist. You can take the arms down. You can take your bind. If you tucked your toes, tuck your toes, extend through the back leg. For those of you that took flight, hands down to the ground. You create your shelf, you lean forward, and the legs lift. You feel ready and balanced. The way you came into the pose is the way you come out, so slowly make your way out. And then from here, left hand down, spin the right foot down, extended side angle of choice. Pulling ourselves all the way up. Good. And we're going to come back to goddess pose. Toes out, heels in, bend the knees. star pose, reach the legs out, long arms. Back to warrior two, to the right. Let's cartwheel the hands down to the ground. Step back to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the earth. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths here. For 2. And for 1. Let's come down to our knees. Measure out the distance between our elbows. Bring the forearms forward. Plant the forearms down into the ground. Press down nice and strong. And then tuck your toes and let's come into dolphin pose. Tailbone high to the sky. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Now there's a couple variations. Some people like to come into peacock pose. This in itself is an inversion, so I'm working on the strengthening here for the upper body. I want y'all to really press actively into your forearms. Pull the shoulders away from your ears. Draw your hips higher. Squeeze your inner thighs. And exhale, come down. Look forward. Cat-cow stretch. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last time here, inhale. Exhale, round. Again, let's take the forearms down to the ground. Option 1, dolphin pose. Option 2, headstand prep. So you're going to interlace your fingers and create that same square cradle, so the pinky edge is placing down on the ground, but very loosely. You'll create a space for the crown of your head to place down on the ground, and then tuck your toes and start to walk your feet here. We're going to feel some pressure on your head and then push into your forearms and draw your lower belly up and in. We'll hang out here today for 5 breaths. For those of you going up, feel free to take your knees up and in. You can take your legs up if you like. So really play around with whatever serves your greater good today. Otherwise, we're working on strengthening the core, pushing down into the forearms, rolling the shoulders away from the ears. And then when you're ready, we're going to lower ourselves all the way back down. Draw the knees down. And take your hands down by your sides. Forehead down, roll your forehead from side to side here. Inhale, roll yourself up. Inhale, the arms lift. Interlace the fingers, press the sky away from you. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Release the hands back to all fours. Inhale, right arm out. Thread the needle, shoulder down, ear down. For some of you, you might press that left hand forward. For others of you, you might be lifting the leg and finding a space here to play with. When you're ready, we're going to release the leg if it's lifted and slide the left hand back down under the shoulder. Sweep the right arm up and release the palm down. Other side, back version. Inhale, lift the left arm. Thread your needle. Take the shoulder down. prepare yourself first. Walk your hands wherever you need for support. And if you're taking your leg, engage your Uddiyana Bandha here. And kick out actively through your right. Engage Mula Bandha, that's root chakra, Uddiyana, the second chakra, your third chakra there, the belly area. Kick out through the toes. And then slowly release. If you fall out, laugh a lot. And then release your hand underneath you. Sweep the left arm up. And exhale, release. And then very kindly, we're going to tuck the toes and kindly make our way back up through rolled out downward dog. Press actively into our hands here. Inhale to the tippy toes, bend the knees, look forward. Walk, step, or hop. And let's come through to a seated position. So, in seated position, feet together, knees apart, coming into the butterfly. And just happy little flutters. Happy little flutters, right? And then on your exhale, let's forward fold. From your forward fold, be mindful that you can extend the arms out long in front of you. Nice stretch. And it doesn't matter about flexibility here. If you're way up here today, stay up here. It's cool. I'm really cool with whatever works best for your body. It's just being a part of the experience. That's what's counting, and that you're breathing. So the real power in your power yoga comes from within. So not necessarily the poses all the time, or how fast we blow through poses, but it's mainly the power we cultivate from within ourselves that generates the heat that we're producing. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands down, reach for your knees, draw them in towards one another, and extend your right leg long. Draw your left foot over your right thigh. Knee is going to draw in the direction of the ground. Stay here. Now you have an option to take a strap or use any tools that you need around your arch or your base of your foot. Or you can extend the leg and stay here, actively engaging, pressing your root chakra down into the earth and lifting up through the crown. And this is where you can maintain yourself and your stability. Otherwise, you're going to begin to fold forward. Continue to draw the lower belly up and in. Notice my belly is pulling up and in. Imagine you can pull it up underneath your rib cage and fold forward. And then reach towards your toes, but don't let your foot turn out. Turn it one more inward. And then let your chest come up between your arms, y'all. Just really receive this nectar here. Hamstring, IT band, fascial stretch, just really getting into the space. Slowing our roll a little bit here as you come into the cool down. Don't worry about how far you go. Stay long in your spine. Spine length, beautiful curves in your spine. Let them take shape. And we're gonna walk ourselves up our leg and then slide that left foot outside the right foot. And then take the left hand behind us, take the right arm over the left thigh and find a twist, gazing behind you. Keep active in the right foot. And then let's inhale, come back to center. And slowly let's exchange legs. So the left leg is long, reposition, and then draw your right foot in and take the the right foot over the left. Flex the foot. You want the ankle portion over the thigh, and the foot's kind of over. And then draw your feet so that your toes are pointing towards your nose. Big toe and pinky toe edge are pulling towards you. like the Pillsbury Doughboy getting poked in the belly. You want to pull your belly button up and in, and then start to kindly draw yourself forward. This side's a little bit tighter for me, so I'm going to stay about my shin height, lengthen through my spine. Keeping active through the legs. My breath is active. Creating that heat energy from within. And then we're going to slowly start to come up. Taking time if you're all the way forward, and then once you're there, slide that right foot over the left, and then hug yourself here. Take the right hand behind you, create that kickstand, and then the left elbow outside the right knee and twist. And then slowly come back to center. We're going to come into Navasana. Draw your knees in, find the sacrum, lift the legs, lift the arms, find your smile, breathe, draw the thighs closer towards your belly. And then draw your knees in, hug yourself. About hip distance apart. Scooch down to the center part of your mat and begin to lower yourself down one vertebra at a time. From here, take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Resist the urge to knock the knees in. Keep them right where they are. Slide your heels in so they're beneath your knees. Rotate the palms to face down. Push the shoulders down into the earth, snuggle the shoulders towards one another, and then lift the hips, push into your feet, knees draw towards me. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. Energetically engage those thigh muscles and push through the heels. Your glutes might engage a little bit here, that's cool. Just don't over squeeze those bad boys. If you find that your chin is like totally pointing to the sky, come out of the pose, place a little pillow or a blanket underneath your head. So you want your chin more towards your chest, just a little bit more. So you're not like opening up your throat chakra, you're actually constricting your throat chakra here, so it's actually the opposite. You're opening up your heart, your manipura, your sacral, your root, and then we're gonna come down, just like that. And then windshield wiper. Those of you that take full wheel, we're going to come into wheel next. Those of you that have other variations that you like to play with, and go ahead and play with those. Full wheel may not be accessible in this lifetime for some people, and that's just based on your vertebra structure, and that's fine. Continue to do the bridge alternate. Take a variation that serves you, more advanced students, you know where you're going. Those of you coming into the bridge or into the full wheel, hands behind your shoulders. Again, you want to have your knees hip distance apart, feet hip distance apart. Even if your toes are turned out slightly, that's cool. You're going to push down really nicely and come to the top of your head. And then from here, if you feel like you're straining, come back down and take the other version. Otherwise, you're going to push into your feet, push into your arms, and lift. This should feel effortless. Once you're in this space, squeeze everything up. Start to walk your feet in a little bit more. Heart to the sun. Take 5. Your legs should not be swaying out. You should be nice and long. You might even walk your feet longer. So that might be you today. Once you're complete, you're going to draw your chin towards your chest. Bend your knees and start to lower yourself down, rolling out. Rotate the wrists. Interlace the fingers, push away. Windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Let's go ahead and drop the knees over to the right, gaze to the left. You can extend the legs out long if you like. You can let the right leg go long, left leg extend. So really play with what's working for you. Those of you that like to bind, you can take a bind. So your left hand will be on your right foot, right hand on your left foot. If you're in bind or a strap. You're going to inhale back to center. Reposition and square your hips. And drop the knees over to the left, or take the variation that you did before. So if you extended the left leg, cross the right knee over, took your binds, you're going to take your binds here. And now we're gonna, you guys can stay in these poses as long as you like, but just for sake of class time, I have to keep them kind of shorter. So we're gonna draw our knees back into center. And knees come to the neutral position, so everything hugs back into center. Hug, hug, hug. Please take your favorite pose. So it could be happy baby, with your feet towards the sky and you're rocking from side to side, knees bent. Butterfly pose, or any other pose that you want to do to close your practice. We'll be there for 5 long breaths. I'll count them out. Constructive rest is always nice too, so you can put your knees together, feet apart. Deep breath in, count into 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Notice the suspension. Follow the exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suspend. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your own, last 2. Inhale. And then return to natural breath. Allowing yourself to drift off. Widen the net of your hearing. Allowing yourself to drift off into your intentions, or into the vast expansion of no thing, nothingness. Being at peace with all that is, that was, and the unknown that will be. You might see the color yellow if your eyes are closed, indicating the activation of your energetic field of your belly chakra, the solar plexus. Or you might see other colors, which I'd love to hear from you what they are, and I can explore those with you. For the next minute, I'll hold the space and allow yourself to drift off into your Shavasana. Begin to breathe awareness into the fingers and the toes. Allowing yourself this time to let go, release, and surrender. Awakening the fingers, maybe extending a nice inhale and coming into a good morning waking up stretch. And coming together in a space of stillness. And it could be evening or afternoon once this video is broadcasted. And then bring your hands together in palm touch. You can take one hand over your heart, one hand to cover. Just honoring your authentic self, the fire within, the gut instinct, the intuition, the willpower. It's all generated from within here, the core. Without a strong core, so we don't have a strong sense of self. Continue to embrace your strong sense of self by focusing on increasing the strength in the core, your intuition and the fire that burns. I honor the light and the passion that burns within you, and may you shine your light for others to see. Palms together as we honor this space, we honor this time, and we honor our practice. Inhale for Om. Shanti, 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 Om Namah Shivaya, Om Jai Bhagwan Ki Jai, Namaste. Namaste, y'all. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. And be sure to catch our YouTube channel where we have all of our classes posted, as well as tutorials and pranayama and everything else to deepen your journey along with your yoga practice. Much love, y'all, and namaste.